Hello, my dear GH fans, channel fans. Let's continue with the predictions that may happen next. May 11. I have a feeling that something big is being hidden, and I think that Monday's episode may not just be about Brennan being annoyed. In my opinion, his frustration could be the beginning of something much darker. I can feel that there is a secret sitting right under the surface, and the shocking part is this. I don't think Nina is the only person in danger. I think Willow may be the real pressure point Brennan is watching. From my point of view, Brennan's problem with Nina is not just personal anger. I feel that he knows Nina has some kind of connection to Valentine, or at least he believes she does. Maybe he suspects that Nina has been visiting Valentine in secret. Maybe he thinks Nina is hiding information that could change everything. I could be wrong, but I feel that Brennan does not need proof to become dangerous. Sometimes suspicion is enough, especially with someone like him. And here is the open question I can't get out of my mind. What if Brennan is not trying to punish Nina directly? What if he wants to scare her by going after Willow? I think that would be a cruel move, but in this kind of storyline, it would make sense emotionally. Nina can handle threats against herself, at least to a point, but when Willow becomes involved, I feel that Nina's control could fall apart. According to my opinion, Brennan might understand that very well. He might see Willow as Nina's weakness, and that makes the whole situation more tense. Now, when I think about Valentine, I feel that his next move could surprise many viewers. I know Valentine has done dangerous and dirty things before, and I am not trying to erase that, but I feel that the show may be pushing him toward a strange kind of redemption. I think that saving Jocelyn could become his way of proving that he is not completely lost. And I have to say this carefully. I don't think Valentine has to be forced into helping Jocelyn. I feel that he may actually want to do it. Why? Because Jocelyn matters to Carly. She is Carly's daughter, and Carly's fear for her child could pull something human out of Valentine. I could be wrong, but I feel that Valentine may be moved by Carly's pain more than he wants to admit. But here is the second open loop. What if saving Jocelyn is not just a heroic choice? What if Valentine is also protecting himself? I think that is possible. Maybe Valentine knows that if Jocelyn falls into the wrong hands, everything around the WSB could explode. Maybe he knows more about Cullum than he has said. Maybe he understands that Jocelyn is not just a young woman in danger, but a key piece in a much bigger game. Speaking of Cullum, I feel that his next update could be about Jocelyn. In my opinion, Cullum has wanted to bring her down for a while. If he discovers that she is connected to the WSB, I think things could get much worse for her very quickly. I feel like Jocelyn's secret identity is a ticking clock, and the closer people get to it, the more danger she faces. But then another possibility hits me, and honestly, this one feels even more explosive. What if the information Cullum receives is not about Jocelyn at all? What if he finds out that Rocco was the one who shot him? I know that sounds wild, but I can't ignore it. If Cullum learns that Rocco was involved, I think Rocco's life in Port Charles could become unbearable. In my opinion, he might have no choice but to disappear, hide, or leave town for a while. I feel that this kind of reveal would not just affect Rocco, it would hit the whole family around him. It would create panic, guilt, and maybe even a desperate cover-up. And that is where the tension starts rising for me. I feel like several storylines are moving toward the same storm. Brennan is circling Nina. Valentine may be trying to save Jocelyn. Cullum may be closing in on a dangerous secret. Rocco may be exposed. And somewhere in the middle of all this, Sonny's world could become violent again. Now let me talk about Rick. I feel that Rick being attacked could point directly back to Sonny. or at least that is where my mind goes first. I can't say that is what happened, but I think Sonny has enough motive to make people nervous. If Rick has been part of something against him, then I feel Sonny may not sit back quietly. And Ava could get dragged into this too. In my opinion, Ava is always one bad decision away from being pulled into someone else's war. If Sonny believes Rick and Ava are connected to a plan against him, I think he could respond in a way that shakes everyone. I feel that Ava may underestimate how far Sonny is willing to go when he feels cornered, but here is my controversial opinion. I don't think Sonny is always the monster people want him to be. I think he can be dangerous, yes, but I also feel that the people around him often play with fire and then act shocked when the flames come back. I could be wrong, but I feel that Rick and Ava may be walking into consequences they helped create. Now, in the middle of all this danger, Cody and Molly bring a very different kind of energy. I feel that they are getting closer in a way that feels intentional. According to my opinion, the writers may be shaping them into a couple that viewers can root for. I think their connection has a softness that contrasts with all the WSB drama, the threats, and the secrets. But even here, I don't think peace will last. Because I keep thinking about TJ. I feel that TJ's return could change everything, especially if he comes back under a new identity as Joe. I know that idea sounds strange, but in soap storytelling, a new name can open the door to a new version of the same person. I could be wrong, but I think Joe could be TJ if the writers want to make that twist happen. And imagine what that would do to Molly. Just when she starts building something new with Cody, someone from her past could return in a changed form. I feel that would create emotional chaos. Would Molly trust what she feels now? Would Cody step back? Would TJ or Joe become a completely different kind of challenge? The more I think about May 11, the more I feel that the episode may be about pressure. Brennan pressures Nina. Valentine pressures himself to do something good. Cullum pressures the people hiding secrets. Sonny pressures his enemies. Molly's heart may be pressured by the past returning. And I keep coming back to that first feeling. Something big is being hidden. I think that secret may connect more people than we expect. Maybe Nina's secret visits, Valentine's mission, Jocelyn's WSB role, and Rocco's possible exposure are not separate stories at all. Maybe they are pieces of one larger trap. That is just how I see it. I could be wrong. What do you think?